everybody? I'm here today with a video on a Moto G Play smartphone that is not charging. I'll be going over some easy fixes to try first. I'll be specifically telling you about 4 things that you should try first that will hopefully get your smartphone, your Moto G Play smartphone, charging again. Let's get right into the video, and a lot of these will actually apply to most smartphones and specifically most of the Moto G smartphones, okay? So just keep that in mind. If you have a different Moto G version of a smartphone, you can probably try a lot of the same things. So let's get right into the video. The first thing and the most important thing to do is check your charging components. Now essentially, you want to make sure that your electrical outlet is working, that you're plugging your charger into. So plug a lamp into it and make sure that it works. Okay, very, very simple. A lot of the times a circuit breaker has blown or a fuse has blown, a circuit breaker has tripped, I should say, and people think it's the charger, but in reality, the whole outlet isn't working properly, okay? You want to make sure your power brick is working properly, it's rated at the right wattage and amperage and so forth. You want to make sure that your cord has not been cut or broken or frayed or bent really badly in any way, right? So make sure all of your charging components work. Very, very important. You can always test the charger with a different device or a different smartphone and see if it works. Because if you plug your charging components into a different smartphone and it charges this, like you plug it into a different Moto G Play or a different Moto G smartphone and it charges it, then your charging components are okay. That's the safest bet for actually, make sure that it works. I'm going to go and I'm going to plug this into the electrical outlet over here. And so yeah, you want to make sure all of your components or your charging components are good to go. The next thing that you want to try and do is try a hard reset. Now, with your Moto G Play smartphone, you can do a hard reset. That'll sort of just restart it. What you want to do, and I'm not going to do it here, I'll just tell you how to do it, okay? What you want to do is press and hold down on the power and also the volume up buttons for about 5 seconds, okay? I'll probably do it now anyways, just to show you. So the power and the volume up buttons, we're gonna press and hold them down together simultaneously for a few seconds until the screen turns black, and that's gonna hard reset the phone. Basically, it's going to force it to restart. And once the screen turns black, pretty much then you can release the buttons, okay? As you see right now, we're restarting the phone. So essentially, when you do that, if there's a glitch, a software glitch that's happening, or some sort of glitch that's happening, it'll hopefully overcome that glitch by restarting, okay? So that's the second thing that you're going to try. The third thing is you're going to check the charging port for lint or debris. I cannot tell you the number of times, even with all of the smartphones that I've owned over the years, that they're not charging properly, and I'm trying all these things, but in reality, there's just a piece of lint stuck in there. So go ahead and take a good look at the charging port and make sure that it is indeed clear of any debris and lint. If it's not clear, you can go ahead and safely clean it out. There are ways you can do this. I'm not going to go over it in this video, but make sure you're doing it safely. You don't want to damage any of the components. So go ahead and safely clean it out. This is like basically a brand new smartphone, so obviously it's completely clear. But all of my phones, once they're in my pockets for a month or so, I gotta already start cleaning out the charging ports because there's just so much lint that gets trapped in there, and it affects the charging, believe it or not. Lastly, number 4 is plug it in and wait for a bit, at least half an hour. I'll tell you why. Sometimes when you plug it in, there might be a delay. Like obviously this is charging right now, it just started charging, but there might be a delay in the software recognizing that the charger's plugged in. So before you plug it in and it's not charging and you unplug it right away, you freak out and unplug it, give it a moment, right? And sometimes if it's not charging, you can plug it in and you want to leave it for half an hour because maybe you've drained the battery completely. If it's not charging and it's not turning on, right? Then maybe you've drained the battery completely, especially if you know you've drained the battery completely, plug it in and leave it for half an hour. Just give it some time to sort of juice up before you can, make an assumption that it's not charging properly. That's it. Hopefully one of those things works for you. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.